What's up, y'all? It's been a minute, but I'm back with another video. For those of you guys that are new here, my name is Adrian, and I discuss narcissism and narcissistic abuse on this channel. So if you're new here and you would like to learn more about narcissism or narcissistic abuse, or you yourself are a survivor of narcissistic abuse and you would like a safe place to share your journey, I encourage you guys to go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you get all the updated videos that are coming out. And of course, to all of my day ones, I absolutely appreciate you guys for continuing to show so much love and so much appreciation for all of the videos and all of the content that I provide. And for all of the new subscribers, I absolutely appreciate you guys for giving me the opportunity and just sharing the journey with me. So we all see what's been going on with Diddy, especially after the Cassie lawsuit and settlement, as well as all of the new allegations that's coming up against him. So I want to take a little bit of a different approach on this channel because, like I said, this channel is geared more towards education about narcissism and narcissistic abuse, as opposed to analyzing everything that's going on with the Diddy case and everything. Plus, I feel like it's a plethora of channels out there that's going through, and talking about everything that's going on with the case. So I don't feel like we need to discuss all of that here. But I feel like the bodyguard did a very good job at explaining a lot of how narcissists treat pretty much everybody around them. So the bodyguard, Gene Dill, he put out a video, and shout out to the channel Art of Dialogue. Unfortunately, when I was trying to edit this video, I couldn't edit it in a way that I could include them on this video. So I had to just kind of clip a portion of their video. So hopefully they don't flag this video in any type of way. So again, I want to give a shout out to the channel, The Art of Dialogue. They did a really good interview on Gene. And I encourage you guys to go watch the full interview because it was actually a very informative interview and it was pretty entertaining as well. So I encourage you guys to go watch it if you haven't seen it. So the clip that I actually wanted to show you guys was right at the very beginning of the interview where the interviewer asked Gene Dill how Diddy treated everybody that was around him. And I think he did a very good job of kind of explaining how narcissists treat everybody around them. And I'm going to play the clip and then I'm going to come back and kind of explain what I mean after I play the clip.
Working for Diddy, right? How did he treat the people that was working for him? It depends on who it was. If you were a type of person that come a dime a dozen, you got treated like shit. If you was the type of person that he needed you, he treated you like shit. If you was the type of person that he wanted you, he'll get you, and then he'll treat you like shit. If he wasn't fearful of you to a certain degree, he didn't give a shit how he treated people.
So the first thing I want to point out is the very first thing that Gene said was, it depends on who it was. So that statement stood out to me because most empathic people treat everybody the same. There's no big I, little you when it comes down to empaths most of the time. Most of the time, empaths treat everybody, regardless of what their status is, the same and with the same love and respect. But on the flip side, narcissists think very hierarchically. And basically, that's just a big-ass word explaining that narcissistic people don't respect everybody the same like empaths do. Narcissistic people treat everybody according to the ranking system that they kind of, I guess, come up with in their own head. And a lot of times they don't see a person's true value because they're not looking for the true value of that person as opposed to what they can get in that moment from whatever particular individuals that they're dealing with at that time. So that's one of the reasons why it's so easy for them to walk away at the discard, because they've already replaced you with somebody that they rank higher in value than you. But like I said, that doesn't necessarily mean that this person actually holds more value than you do. That just means that the narcissist can get more out of that person, or they feel like they can get more out of that person at that moment. And usually it's something extremely superficial, and it doesn't have anything to do with like real life. That's why you can't take it personally, because a lot of times it's coming from a place of complete delusion, and they are not able to see your true value as opposed to whatever it is right in front of them that they want right in that moment. So he went on to say that if you were the type of person that came a dime a dozen, then you got treated like shit. And I kind of look at that like secondary supply, like the supply that pretty much comes and goes in their life. They can replace you in a heartbeat, and you don't mean that much to them because they have plenty of other supply that pretty much fills your role, and they don't necessarily need you in their life. So Gene went on to say that if you were the type of person that Diddy wanted, then Diddy would go out of his way to do things to get you. And then once he got you, then he would treat you like shit. And to me, that sounds a lot like the love bomb, where the narcissist goes out of their way to present the perfect person that you would want to be in relationship with, that you would want to be in business with, that you would want to be friends with, or whatever the case may be, whatever supply that they're seeking, they will go out of their way to present like they're the perfect person to get you hooked. And then once they got you hooked, then they feel like they can treat you like shit. So it was a lot to unpack in this video, but one of the last things that kind of stood out to me was that Gene basically said that if Diddy didn't fear you in any type of way, then basically he didn't have any type of respect for you at all, and he would treat you any type of way. And one of the parts that got cut off on the video was a part where Gene was kind of explaining that he felt like Heavy D had some type of power or something over Diddy, because whenever Heavy D would come around, Heavy D was kind of like one of the only people that could get Diddy in line. And one of the reasons why he felt like that was because he felt like Heavy D had some type of leverage over him. He couldn't tell what exactly that leverage was, but he felt like Heavy D had some type of leverage over Diddy. And that's one of the things that us as narcissistic abuse survivors, and some of us that have actually gone through and beaten a narcissist after the discard, one of the things that we all pretty much have in common is some form of leverage over the narcissist. And that's one of the things that kind of kept us safe in the discard. So again, this video was more so to be informative and just educate and give some real life examples as to some of the behaviors that you see during narcissistic abuse. I thought that Gene did a really good job of summarizing how narcissists pretty much treat everybody the same, eventually, regardless of whether they need you, they want you, or regardless of whether you're just supply that can come and go, or whether they actually need you, whether they actually want you in their life. I thought it was a really good breakdown because it kind of tackles all areas, especially when you talk about flying monkeys, because flying monkeys I look at as somebody that the narcissist may actually need due to the fact that they need them to do their bidding for them, that kind of thing. And then when he said the part about wanting you, I look at that like new supply, like these are actually people that you want to be involved with for whatever reason, and you're going out of your way to show that you're this great person or whatever the case may be, and then all of a sudden you still turn around and treat them like shit. Or as opposed to, a person that just comes and go in their life and they don't really value you at all. They basically just treat you like shit right off the break. So like I said, I felt like this was a great breakdown, and he did it in under 60 seconds. And I felt like it was a really good breakdown and an explanation as to how narcissists eventually treat everybody that's in their circle. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I absolutely love you guys. Like I said, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. I got a lot more coming. And I will talk to you guys later. Love you guys.